Ruben Amarim is making it extremely difficult to trust him. Today was a joke, innit? Today was an absolute joke. Obviously, people were a bit annoyed at the starting 11. It was the same as the Arsenal game. People are like, yo, why are we still not playing Sesko? We got a striker. Why are we not playing the striker? Whatever. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, you know what? We played well against Arsenal, even though it's a completely different style of game to a Fulham. We played well enough that he could say, you know what, we'll keep it the same for argument's sake, bro. But bro, the same problems, the same issues are rising, lack of big chances created, and then rubbish substitutions. What do they say the definition of insanity is, bro? Because that's what Ruben Amarim is showing right now. This brother consistently makes poor substitutions, picks poor teams. And people used to blame the players. But bro, we got a goalkeeper coming in imminently in the next couple days. After that, you're looking at Ruben Amarim pretty much being given a whole new team. Pretty much a whole new team. Fair enough, a few of the players came in before Ruben, but the first summer window under Ineos still counts because they're new players. They're players that weren't at the club before. This guy cannot coach his way out of a fucking Sainsbury's bag, bro. It's not good enough. It's not good enough at all. This system is not bringing out the best in anyone, and it's actually nullifying more players than I've ever seen, bro. How can you have so much quality and creativity on the pitch in Cunha, in Bumo, Ahmad, if you want to add Bruno into that, bro? After the shocker he had today, I don't class him as a creative player, but he gets numbers. How can you have all these players on the pitch and still struggle to create anything, bro? How? But nobody's looking at the system, bro. We need a goal. This brother brought on 2 centre-backs. Like, what are we talking about? A man will turn around and say that we should give this brother time and that I'm negative. I said that I needed 3 wins out of the first 5 games. Looks like we're not going to get that now because we've already lost 1 and drawn 1. So now we need to win the next 3. Probably not going to happen. So I'm already leaning towards sacking this guy right now. That's where I am. I'm already there. 2 games into the season because people said last season he didn't have a preseason, even though the whole season that he did have equated to multiple preseasons. What about Thomas Frank? What about Thomas Frank that just went to the Etihad and turned fucking Manchester City over? What about him? In pre-season, this guy turned Arsenal over. The team that we couldn't beat the other day. We nullified them, but still conceded a shitty set piece, and we couldn't score a flipping goal. 2 games and 1 goal now. Still a negative goal difference. 2 games in, we got negative goal difference. Disgusting, bro. This team's biggest problem is that we don't score enough goals. I've been arguing this point for a little while now. Everyone's talking about the goalkeeper, saying, "Our Rants, if we get a better goalkeeper, it's going to make us better." We don't score enough goals. 40-something goals last season. To improve this team, we need to be scoring high 60s, 70s for goals. That shoots the team right up to take this team back to where it should be. Based on the personnel, we need to be scoring upwards of 60 goals, bruv. We're already 2 games in and we scored 1. So, even though it's a very small sample size, yeah, judging by the style of football we're playing and the lack of chances we're creating, the signs are ominous, people. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to pull this trigger soon. Because what's going to change it? Because it's not personnel. Because we've only got Xerxes and Sesko in terms of attack to come into this team. That's all we have. 2 players. They're not going to make that big a difference, bro. They're not going to make that big a difference to the point where we're free-flowing, attacking team and scoring loads of goals. It's clearly systemic, the problem at this club right now. The manager's the obvious problem. And his reluctance to change very much is an obvious problem, bro. And he's made it clear he's not going to change this system, bro. Even when we're in need of a goal, he didn't do it. When we lost that final to Spurs, we finished the game with 5 or 6 defenders on the pitch. I think 5 defenders on the pitch, yeah? When we're chasing a goal, blood, in a cup final when we need to win. What sense does that make? This guy can't change the system, take a defender off and put on another attacker. This guy's married, yeah, to this ideology of football that is simply nonsensical. It makes no sense. He's rubbish. He's a Wolves level manager, bro. That's what he is, bro. And he should take the other 2 Portuguese boys there with him, Dallo and fucking Bruno. Absolute scrubs, blood. Absolute scrubs. That performance from Bruno today, yeah, disgrace. It's not going to get highlighted enough, yeah, because for some reason this fan base suck him off, mate. There's rumours of him getting an offer to go to Saudi, and apparently they're going to bid, or they have bid with Man United. He played like his head was somewhere else. He really did. Missed the fucking penalty, and he was awful. And he was awful last week as well. But the difference is, yeah, this week he couldn't even cover up the stinker with a stat pad. When I'm seeing Bruno blast penalties out the arena, yeah, I have to question, like, his mind. Because he doesn't do those things. Yeah, cool, he might miss the odd penalty, but the way he just skied that, and even in the build-up, like, before he took the penalty, he was arguing with the goalkeeper. He looked like his head just wasn't in the game today. There was a point where he was walking and gesticulating and that towards one of the players, and the ball got nicked from him, bro. Like, bro, you're in the middle of a game. But you think you can just have the ball in midfield, in traffic, and just be walking and nobody's going to come and try to take it from you. And it's not even like you got feet like that. Yeah, he was a fucking disgrace today, man. Again. Sell him. Sell Bruno. Take the 100 million. Go get a proper fucking midfielder, bro. Go get Balebo. Go get Adam Wharton, bro. Get 100 mil. Cash. The way he was playing, I hope that's because he knows, yeah, that he's leaving soon. I hope Jim has said to him, yo, we've got an offer we can't refuse from Saudi Arabia. Pack your bags, you rat, blood. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's what the conversation was. Because he's playing, yeah, that brother, he's playing like something ain't right. Like he knows something's going on. Because that, bro, listen, Bruno has stinkers often. But that was not a vintage Bruno stinker. That was a special one. That was one for the ages, mate. And Diogo Dallo, when in life, yeah, do you need a goal? So you take off Amadiallo, yeah, for Dallo, bro. Like, what is this manager smoking, bro? Dallo came in and contributed nothing to the game in either half of the pitch. Why would you take off Amad for him? Bro, even if Amad is having a quiet game, he still has the capabilities to change the game, yeah, that Dallo will never have, bro. And the wickedest thing is, yeah, it was 0-0 when he took Amad off. So hold on, you're trying to score goals and you thought that Dallo would be a better source of goals than Amad. What would make you think that based on anything previous? What would make you think that? What would make you think that? That is incredible, bruv. You know what I'm saying? What do you put in your calculator to get that answer? This manager is an absolute disgrace, bruv. We don't need to go into, yeah, the intricacies of the game and stuff like that, because to be honest, not a lot happened. If you watch the game, United did what they always do. They started well for 20 fucking minutes and then it just went to shit. Then it was a load of nothing. We do not need to go into the details of the game today because that is of no importance. This manager is making it very, very clear, yeah, that no matter what you give him, he's going to find a way to fuck it up, bro. I'm actually sick and tired of this guy already. And people will say, oh, it's only 2 games. No, it's not, bro. This brother came here last year. When was it? November? This is a continuation from last season. You've got new players. Man, I'm talking about a new culture at the club. You got a new training ground. You got new this, new that. New fucking enthusiasm. But it's the same old shit, bruv. Everything's new except for you, bro. You need to fuck off, bruv. I'll be real. Because what do we get against City and Chelsea playing like this? Nothing. That's the truth. We drew here. We might win against Burnley. But imagine we draw or lose the next 2 games. Then you got 3 losses, 1 win, and a draw in the first 5, and you think that's good enough to keep your job? Insanity, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Ineos need to have their finger on the pulse, bro, and they need to pull the trigger on this guy as soon as possible, because this season looks like the way everyone else is playing. Tottenham have started fast. You know what I mean? The way every team is playing right now, like, the top 6 thing could be up for grabs, bro, because this could be a season where everyone's taking points off everyone. And we need to be part of the everyone that's taking points off everyone, or else we just slip lower and lower and lower down the table. We can't afford to write this season off, bro. So these men are going to have some big decisions to make sooner rather than later. But yeah, man, my patience is wearing extremely thin with Ruben Amarim already, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? He's overcomplicating what is a very, very simple game.